us your daily responsibilities, what you guys do as far as the recruiting process. Enlighten us as players so that we can have a better path on how parents and players can get to the next level.
Well, I'll tell you this year with COVID, it's changed a lot to make sure people wearing masks a lot of the day. But, there are a lot of different hats and obviously there are a lot of different positions. I've been a head coach now for 16, 17 years, and so your day changes a little bit, and your assistants, which, many years ago, I loved doing that and was able to get on the road and get to see people play in person. I don't get the opportunity to do that as often as I would like. So our assistant coaches handle a large part of that. I still think every head coach is involved, probably not as much as they would like. And I remember coming up through, I was lucky enough to coach at Texas A&M under Mark Johnson, who's a Hall of Famer, outstanding guy. And I know it always impressed me that he tried to get out whenever he could. And so I think most head coaches want to do that when time allows. But obviously you're having to deal with academic stuff. You're having to deal with practice planning, game scheduling, media at some places, And so you've got so much that generally it's sort of filtered through maybe your assistant coaches, and then, you've got your top whatever. And then obviously as a head coach you become more involved. But I always start every day with a to-do list, and I generally, if I don't get it done by about 9 a.m., there are about 30 other things that have popped up, and you end up doing it. So, but like I say, I know that's the part I miss the most as a head coach, is getting out and watching guys play as often as I used to when I was assistant. And I still am lucky I get the opportunity to get out, but not as much as I used to or like to.
Awesome. Which leads me to this point. How often do you utilize these pro scouts? How often do you utilize these pro scouts?
All the time. And that's the one thing, and I said this yesterday a little bit, but most of these guys up here were very successful college coaches in their own right coming up. As a youngster, I remember going to Blinn University or Blinn College and talking to Kyle, playing against Rusty at Houston Baptist, all those things. And those guys are guys that have had great programs and great players, and then obviously got smart and got out of the college coaching deal and went to the pro end. But those guys, first of all, know exactly what you're looking for and what you want, and they see so many more players than we do. And then, like Brian Reeves talked about on the fit, I think the fit is so important. There are certain type of guys that may fit better at Angelo State than San Jac or Ranger. There are guys that may fit better at San Jac or Ranger than Angelo State. And I think they're always very knowledgeable and in tune. And then obviously their expertise, when you trust somebody, that's a big deal. And all these guys are right on always with their info.
Sure. And let's